Hello and welcome to the JB Wargamer 87 YouTube channel. I'm your host James Barker, and today we're going to do take 2 on how to magnetise a Baneblade. Now, the last time I did recording for the Baneblade, the How to Magnetise series, that was about 4 years ago, and the camera quality wasn't as great, and furthermore I really pushed the limit with this model, because I really wanted to have every single magnetisable option possible for the Baneblade. It's literally every single type that I can possibly think of. So everything that you can see here is fully magnetised. All the super heavy variants in the Main Games Workshop kit. Now there is a slight disclaimer with this before I commence any further. I had to buy an extra sprue from Games Workshop themselves. Fortunately, GW do that. So if you go on their website, they do a additional sponsor weapons as well. So I've got 4 sponsor weapons, which is, I thought, this is the command tank of the Baneblade tank company for my 18th Cadian army group, and it has been christened. It is called Creed's Vengeance, and quite rightly so, due to the fall of Cadia. So before we commence this video, please consider hitting the like and leave a comment, and the comment will be which is your favourite super heavy tank and why you like it. So I'll be interested to find out what you guys think as to which is your preferred super heavy. For those that really want to support me, please consider heading over to Patreon. That is patreon.com/JBWargamer87. All the links will be in the video description below. So without further ado, let's get stuck in as to how to magnetise this awesome Imperial Guard Astra Militarum Baneblade. Now, to magnetise the barrel on the Baneblade, if you wanted to change the weapon from the Baneblade cannon or the Mega Battle Cannon, as it's called, you can also replace it with the Hellhammer cannon. Now, the magnet that I used for this is a 5x3 magnet, maybe a 6x3. What you do is you just check the sizes before you order the magnets. It's important. So before doing any magnetising, it's a good thing to have when modelling, is to get a whole range of sizes of magnets, and that way you have more flexibility and that kind of thing. So so the Mega Battle Cannon, there'll be a picture in front of you showing you what the inside looks like for a more clearer vision. So exactly the same magnet again, positive to negative for that there. So you basically put a Baneblade cannon shell, which fits obviously inside the Baneblade barrel. And I glued that down, and then with super glue as well. And then the magnetisation is really good. Really, really good. So even with the barrel on like that, it works absolutely fine. And then here, and then again with the Hellhammer turret, again there'll be another picture to show you quickly. So I've cut around the end to make it so that the magnet fits, and it looks like I've cut the barrel in half. Sorry, not the barrel, the shell in half, so it doesn't look as though it's the same. It's all disguised and everything like that. And as you can see now, it's got really good contact. Really, really good contact. So you can have the Hellhammer turret, and this comes off here. This comes off, and then you can place the Hellhammer configuration like that. So it's got a pointy little lasgun at the back. So for this one here, I used a 1 cm or 10mm by 1mm magnet, and I've used exactly the same for at the back here as well. But I've covered it over with a plate but the magnetisation is just strong enough as well, and it's still got good contact there. So with magnets you don't have to go right into contact. You can have it so that if you have a strong magnet on the opposite side, you can do some tricks. So it's very disguised like that. So it's pretty easy conversion. So we'll keep the Hellhammer turret on there. And so that's the barrel there. This is all glued down. Now the heavy stubber is all glued down and everything like that. So I kept that down because this is the command vehicle for this tank company. So now I've got the option of having lots of heavy bolters. I mean a lot of heavy bolters. So when it comes to magnets, it's important again to get a whole range of circular magnets for all different sizes. It'll make your life a lot easier. Trust me, I've done this many a time. You'll need to do that. So now the turret itself on the sponson, there is a recess in there. It's easy to sort out, easy to cut and modify. So you measure to size, and again positive to negative, that will easily slot in there like that with a bit of super glue. You cannot use plastic glue, of course, with when gluing magnets. You always use super glue. Highly recommended. And then of course exactly the same on the top here. Now what's different compared to the previous magnetising video of the Baneblade is that of course the heavy bolters and the heavy flamers are magnetised. So the heavy bolter comes out, and it comes out like that, and it's a really secure fit, and it slides in there lovely like that. If I show you again, it's got good contact and it's pretty much exactly level as to how you want it. It can easily come out like that. And of course it's exactly the same with the heavy flamers. So that magnetises into there, and that magnetises into there. You've got a good contact there. Again, these were incredibly fiddly, so it takes a bit of experience doing the sponsons, but you'll get the gist of it. When you do one as a template, and you keep going, and you keep going, until you finish all of them. So there you go. So that there is the sponson weapons and the barrel from the Baneblade variant. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to deconstruct this. So this simply comes off without any magnets whatsoever, and then for here that simply slides off. So there, and what I've done is I've cut the sides here. Normally you see these holes along here. Normally you would glue them in and everything like that, but you don't do that. What you do is you trim them off. So you take them off, and then you place the Shadowsword variant for here. And then so what we'll do now is we'll do the Shadowsword version. So now the difference with the last video is that this here is not glued down. It's not glued down. It's very important that you don't glue that down. So you put that there, and it's the same with this, like in the previous video. And then I've done some improvements to the contact with regards to the long barrel. Now the long barrel is a bit flimsy, so you have to have a good strong magnet here. So I've done a rectangular magnet here. Now this here is a 1 centimeter by 5 magnet, and that simply goes on the top there, and I've put additional magnet on the bottom here as well. So this goes on the top here like that, and then that simply slides into position like that. And just make sure it doesn't contact. There you go. So it's absolutely fine. And those supporting sprues hold this into position like that. You Just make sure that's locked down. There you go, it's locked down into position. And then for the barrel itself, it's exactly the same like I did last time. So I've done the magnet here, 0.5mm. So then this here makes good contact with the top here. And then you put the barrel, extend the barrel along. And then of course if you want the volcano cannon configuration, it goes on like that. And it's got good contact and that holds in position like that. And you can have it with all those weapon mounts like that. Now I didn't do this, so I will eventually do it. I will put a magnet for there for the aerial. So I didn't do that, but I will do that off camera. So it's pretty easy. It's just exactly the same as how I did the Baneblade aerial. Like that. So there you go. And then of course you put the plates on. Now the plates you don't glue down. You do not glue them down. And it holds it by itself. That simply goes into position like that. So there you go. That there is the volcano cannon. And then you can have the, I think it's this one's the Bane hammer. So that's the Bane hammer configuration. So that goes on there like that. That's the Bane hammer. And then what you can do now is you can have this the Storm hammer, I think it's called. And that goes on there like that. Now how I did this is really easy. That requires no magnets whatsoever. I've put some old Games Workshop sprue along cuts there and a supporting sprue there to stop it from breaking. It can be a little bit fiddly, but once it's the plastic starts to melt, you can simply stick it along like that and it will not fall off because it's supported by those two pegs holding into position like that. And then what you can do there is you can move that along, put this backwards, you can place it at the forward facing like that, and then you can have another configuration. Put it on there, let's see if it doesn't fall. Obviously it's awkward doing it on camera, but you get what I mean. There you go, there's another weapon. And then the last configuration you can do is of course the Stormlord. And the Stormlord, these come off like that. This comes off. And now this weapon here, the Vulcan Megabolter, the twin Vulcan Megabolter. Now I've done it so there's a 4x3 magnet, two of them on the top on each side, positive to negative, and I've done a 3x2 magnet to the back here, and that makes contact with here, and that's good contact that will not droop because of the magnets. And then you slide these on the top next to them, they slide into there like that. And at the back here there's no magnets whatsoever. You take this off, you flip this upside down, again you do not glue this down, and then you place the poses onto here like that. Now to hold these models in position, now normally with a Stormlord I wouldn't have the extra sponsons on the side because it's only a, because obviously that it would be unwieldy for the stub. If you really wanted to have it, you have as many weapons as you want, but from a narrative perspective they wouldn't have these. But I've added some, I've done some of my own conversion work I've done it so they're actually manning the guns. It looks a lot better, and they would do. I've done exactly the same there, and I've done it the same here as well. So that's that there. Now at the back here, I've put a heavy stubber ammunition tray, and then the weird thing about this kit, it didn't tell you the instructions where to put these spare parts. So what I did was I used them as a sprue guide. So you just clonk it into position so it has a good nice fit here along the side there, if you can see that, just there, and that slides like that. Now this vehicle has a transport capacity of 40 infantry. So that simply goes into position. I think it goes like that. It can be fiddly. You can magnetise this, but I recommend that you don't, because some people have done it. It's incredibly fiddly, and for what you do, if I just take this off, it'll be a lot easier. Let's get this up here. So that goes in there like that. That's a bit better. There you go. So it looks as though they're operating the guns. So that there is how to magnetise your super heavy tank. So if I just move these out of the way over here, so you get to see it in its full glory, like that. So there you go. So that there is all the configurations I can think of as to how to magnetise this incredible kit. So if you feel confident in doing magnets, I highly recommend you do magnets, because as editions go by, weapons get better or downgraded, and it's an adjustable thing and a tactical thing to do when playing your games of Warhammer 40,000. So there you go. So that's how you magnetise a super heavy tank of the Astra Militarum, the Shadowsword and Baneblade variants. So if you found this video informative, if I haven't clarified the magnets properly, please leave a comment below. I will try and get all the measurements for you and that kind of thing. And of course, which is your favourite variant of the super heavy tanks of the Astra Militarum. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and please remember to hit the like button if you found this video useful, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video. Share this video with your friends. Tell them how to magnetise this kit. And if you want to support me further, you can head over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/JBWargamer87. The links are in the video description below. Thank you to all those that are supporting me. You'll be in the end credits of this video. So there you go. Keep an eye out for this video. Keep an eye out for this tank rather, because there's going to be a painting tutorial as well for this awesome miniature. So there you go. I thought, why not show it off, show the world how to magnetise a Baneblade. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, happy wargaming.